गुड इवनिंग ख़वातीन व हज़रात, मेरा नाम शहाब करनी है। रेडियो पाकिस्तान रेडियो फर्स्ट की तरफ से मोस्ट वेलकम टू नाइट। आज का जो मौजू है हम उस पर आते हैं, बट यू कैन व्यू, यू कैन लिसन टू ऑल ऑफ अस ऑन RadioOnFire.com अगर FM और AM की फ्रीक्वेंसी जो है वो नहीं आपको सुनाई दे रही। आज हम एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट, क्रिटिकल, टाइमली टॉपिक के ऊपर डिस्कस करेंगे। मेरे साथ जो ऑडियंस है, और वो मिक्स एंड मैच होगा इंग्लिश और उर्दू का, क्योंकि हमारे साथ मेहमान जो हैं वो अमेरिकन भी हैं और पाकिस्तानी हैं, इंडियन हैं से। तो मैं पहला तारुफ कराऊंगा। हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं, वेलकम कामरान साहब, कामरान कुरैशी। बैकग्राउंड के ऊपर आऊँगा मैं। मेरे साथ मौजूद हैं सुखजीत गिल साहब, एंड वेलकम मैट एंड फी बिग मैट, वेलकम। सो हम इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगे अपने मेहमानों को आज के टॉपिक की तरफ आते हुए, लेकिन सबसे पहले मेरा सवाल जो होगा अपने पैनल से, इस टॉपिक पे हम कनेक्ट करेंगे आज के बड़े इंपॉर्टेंट जो साउथ एशिया में हालात हैं, जो पाकिस्तान में, जो अमेरिका में हैं, वो बड़े इंटरेक्टिव हैं, एक दूसरे से कनेक्टेड हैं, पीस एंड हारमोनी के मुतालिक हैं। तो हम उसके ऊपर आते हैं, लेकिन पहला मैं एक सवाल करूँगा कामरान कुरैशी साहब आपसे।
जी सर।
आपका नाम कामरान कुरैशी है?
कामरान अज़ीज़ कुरैशी।
कहाँ पैदा हुए?
सर मैं वैसे तो कराची में पैदा हुआ हूँ, बट बेसिकली आई एम बिलोंग फ्रॉम इस्लामाबाद। अच्छा,
मेरा एक सवाल है, जब आप पैदा हुए आपको पता था कि आपका नाम क्या होगा?
सर एक्चुअली इट्स ऑल गॉड्स प्लान। मुझे पता नहीं था, लेकिन मेरा नाम का मतलब है कामयाब।
अच्छा, जब आप पैदा हुए तो आपको पता था आप मुसलमान हैं?
तो ये तो फिर दिल की फीलिंग होती है, आई डोंट नो।
नहीं, कैसे पता चला आप मुसलमान?
मैं मुसलमान नहीं, मुझसे मैं गॉड फेयरिंग हूँ।
अच्छा, तो आपको कैसे पता चला कि आप वाइट हैं, काले हैं, ब्राउन हैं?
मैं सर कलर्स दिए
नहीं, किसने बताया? अल्लाह ताला ने आपसे कनेक्ट किया था?
नहीं, मैं एजुकेट हुआ।
नहीं, किसने एजुकेट किया?
फ्रॉम सेंट पॉल्स इंग्लिश हाई स्कूल।
नहीं, सेंट पॉल तो बाद में आया, उससे पहले माँ बाप नहीं थे क्या?
बिल्कुल।
दूध किसने पिलाया था?
मेरी माँ ने।
तो माँ की सेहत अच्छी थी?
सबसे अच्छी थी सर।
अच्छा अच्छा, तो उनको डिब्बे का दूध आपने नहीं पिया?
नहीं सर, वो टोटली माँ का।
तो हेल्थ अच्छी थी उनकी? हेल्थ सिस्टम अच्छा था? तो इकोनॉमी की फैक्टर नहीं था आपको? दूध का डिब्बे का
अच्छे तरीके से परवरिश
तो
हुई।
दूध का मतलब दूध का
वीडियो था मार्केट में, लेकिन मैं माँ के दूध पे था।
अच्छा, माँ के दूध से पैदा होते ही हेल्थ सिस्टम अच्छा था उस वक्त?
टोटली।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, तो फिर आपको बताया गया कि आप पाकिस्तानी हैं, मुसलमान हैं?
नहीं, मैं पाकिस्तानी में यूनिवर्सल।
फिर आपको बताया गया कि आप ब्राउन हैं, आप वाइट नहीं हैं, राइट?
टोटली सर।
अच्छा, सुखजीत गिल, वेलकम।
थैंक यू।
आप जब पैदा हुए आपको पता था कि आपका नाम क्या है?
नहीं जनाब, मेरे को नहीं पता था मेरा नाम क्या है।
किसने बताया कि आप सिख हैं?
ऑब्वियसली मेरे को मेरा नाम मेरे फैमिली ने दिया है, मेरे फादर, मेरे मदर ने।
इंसानों ने दिया ना?
जी जनाब।
उन्होंने बताया कि आप सिख हैं?
हाँ जी।
ये किसने बताया कि आप काले और गोरे नहीं है, ब्राउन है?
अपने आप शीशे में देख के पता लगा।
नहीं, शीशे में तो आपको, शीशे ने तो नहीं, शीशे के पास तो लैंग्वेज नहीं होती। उसने आपको तो ये नहीं कहा कि आप ब्राउन हैं, गोरे हैं, काले हैं?
नहीं।
किसने बताया आपको?
इस दुनिया ने बताया।
दुनिया ने बताया, इंसानों ने बताया। मैट, नाउ आई विल बी स्विचिंग माय गियर टू इंग्लिश। मैट,
मैं उर्दू चुप बोल सकता।
We'll come back to the background. Mac, you were born. When you were born,
Yes.
what was your name?
Matthew.
Who told you you're Matthew?
My parents picked it up.
So they were human beings, right?
Yes.
Okay, and who told you you're white?
Society.
Society.
Yes.
It didn't come from the Almighty or the Creator, right?
No, it's race is an illusion.
Okay, so it's a human.
Yeah, it's a social construct. It's a social construct.
Human. So who told you you're white?
Well, no one really comes up to me and says, "Hey, you're white."
So it was man-woman thing that, well, you're white, you're brown, you're black.
Yeah, I have a little bit of Cherokee blood.
So there was no connection with the Creator, right?
I don't.
You don't think so?
Yeah,
right?
I'm a nun.
Now, who told you that you're a Christian or you're not a Muslim or you are?
I am a nun, not the kind that wears the habit, the women, but a nun as in non-affiliated, which is 25% of North America now.
But who told you that you're out of 25%? You belong to 25%.
I just read up on it.
You just made up?
I read up on the.
Made up?
No. This is like last week. I read an article about. They call it the rise of the nuns. Rutgers.
We have a lovely producer. His name is DJ Diamond.
Wonderful.
I never brought him on the screen, but brother DJ, who named you?
Who named me Diamond K?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
I named myself that.
Myself.
I did. I named myself that.
Who told you you're black, you're white, you're green, or you're blue?
My parents.
Your parents, human beings, right?
No doubt.
Who told? Are you Christian, Muslim, or Jew? Or what's your faith?
I probably similar to him.
Similar to that, in
None.
somewhere in 25%.
Yeah.
But who told you that you are among 25%?
Me? Just now?
All right.
I was raised Christian.
I believe
Christian.
the article is in Reuters.
But
Right.
I've read up.
Well, so again, coming back to my viewers and listeners, I mean, this was the beginning. कहने का मतलब ये है कि ये प्रोग्राम जो है पाकिस्तान फर्स्ट रेडियो is targeted, focused towards the Pakistanis all over the world, especially in Pakistan, all over the world. But we have denomination, we have guests, special guests from Pakistan, from India, from America, white, brown, Afro-American, everybody. But again, मेरा point ये है बहनों और भाइयों कि ये जो चीज़ें हैं ये मैन मेड हैं. ये कोई आप जब पैदा होते हैं ना तो सिर्फ एक आवाज़ निकलती है, चीख निकलती है, वो दूध के लिए निकलती है. उसमें कोई काला गोरा वाइट नहीं होता, उसमें कोई मज़हब नहीं होता. तो ये कि यूनिवर्सल चीज़ है जो आवाज़ निकलती है. आपको भूख लगती है दूध के लिए, दूध डिब्बे का भी हो सकता है, माँ का भी हो सकता है. माँ की अगर हेल्थ अच्छी है तो वो हेल्थ सिस्टम है, इकोनॉमी अच्छी है. अगर डिब्बे का दूध चाहिए तो इसका मतलब है कि इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम अच्छा होना चाहिए. तो अगेन द ह्यूमैनिटी, द बेसिक वैल्यूज़ ऑफ ह्यूमैनिटी इज़ द इकोनॉमिक्स. Do we all agree?
Absolutely.
Hierarchy of needs, sir.
Needs basic.
Yes, sir.
So coming back to the issues and the conflict that we are having, even in America, even in, I'm going to come back to South Asia very soon, but even in America these days the conflict is, Matt, please correct me if I'm not wrong, America is divided on religion, America is divided on color.
Yes.
As we speak.
Yes.
Thanks to the occupant in White House.
Resistance to change, resistance to multicultural. Yeah.
So we are divided, right?
There's a dominant white culture underlying everything in America.
Now coming back to the South Asia, Sukhjit Gill Janab, thank you very much. You are a very prominent leader of the Sikh American community in North America. Kamran साहब, आप अभी पाकिस्तान से वापस आए हैं, एक डेलीगेशन के पार्ट थे. I'm coming back to that. लेकिन South Asia, India and Pakistan are close to like 2 billion people. Two states which were created in 71-year-old states, nuclear states हैं. और उन जो 2 बिलियन के ऊपर लोग हैं उनमें से आधे के पास टॉयलेट्स नहीं है, चाहे वो इंडिया हो पाकिस्तान है. बेसिक नीड्स नहीं है, ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट का फैक्टर नहीं है. आप इन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स को, चाहे वो रीजन के ऊपर डिवाइडेड हैं, कलर के ऊपर है, कास्ट के ऊपर है, कैसे देखते हैं सुखजीत आप?
टॉयलेट तो खैर बहुत
ये तो एक मैंने मिसाल दी है,
छोटी सी चीज़ है,
एजुकेशन हो गई,
बहुत
हेल्थ हो
ज़रूरी
गई.
है. उससे सबसे पहले लोगों के पास खाने के लिए खाना नहीं है.
बेसिक.
सो ये तो बहुत दूर की बात है कि चलो टॉयलेट नहीं है. टॉयलेट भी बनानी है, टॉयलेट भी ज़रूरी है, ऐसी बात नहीं है. एजुकेशन इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, पर लेकिन अभी भी ऐसी बहुत सी वहाँ पर इंडिया में पॉपुलेशन है. इट्स गुड अबाउट लाइक 20% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन. इट स्टिल स्लीप्स हंग्री एट नाइट. खाना नहीं है खाने को.
बेसिक नीड्स नहीं.
बेसिक नीड्स तो खैर बात की बात है सर. खाने के लिए खाना नहीं है. दे ओनली ईट 1 टाइम अ डे इफ दे गेट लकी.
ये इंडिया का है. अच्छा, आप अभी 2 हफ्ते पहले पाकिस्तान से वापस आए, एक दौरे पे गए थे.
Yes, sir.
कामरान साहब कि जी पाकिस्तान में इन्वेस्टमेंट कैसे हो सकता है. स्पेशली बात हो रही थी कि जी जो सिखों की होली साइट्स हैं 600 से ज़्यादा हैं पाकिस्तान में, उनमें कैसे कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग हो सकती है. कि जी हमारा मुसलमानों के हवाले से देख लें, मक्का मदीना हमारा होता है सऊदी अरब में, क्रिश्चियंस के देख लीजिए, कैथोलिक का वेटिकन में इटली में है, जाते हैं पिलग्रिमेज के लिए. तो सिख जो दुनिया भर में है वो अगर जाएगा अपने पिलग्रिमेज के लिए तो कहाँ जाएगा? जहाँ होली साइट्स है. आपने उन 1 हफ्ते के ट्रिप में क्या महसूस किया कि पोटेंशियल क्या है पाकिस्तान में?
So, to be very honest, I went there representing TDFC.
वो क्या है?
It's a Tourism Development Finance Corporation.
ये कहाँ बेस्ड है?
USA, sir. USA, totally USA. So we went to Pakistan to feel the pulse of the people, and basically we had our friends and associates which are basically belonging to Sikh community. तो हमने सोचा चलो इससे स्टार्ट करते हैं. पहले देखें उनकी 600 होली साइट्स हैं, किस तरीके से उनको मुश्किलात पहुंचती हैं, क्या होता है, तो हम जाके देखें किस तरीके से इसको एवेल्यूएट करें. रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट के मूड में थे हम लोग, और स्वॉट एनालिसिस देखना चाह रहे थे कि स्ट्रेंथ क्या है, वीकनेस क्या है, थ्रेट क्या है, अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ क्या है. तो सर मैं अपनी मिसाल दूंगा. आई वॉज द लास्ट वन इन द डेलीगेशन टू रीच द एयरपोर्ट. तो जब मैं एयरपोर्ट पे उतरा तो मैं मेरे पास वाईफाई नहीं था, एंड आई कुड नॉट एक्चुअली कॉल पीपल. एंड फिर वो फर्दर है, ये आगे की स्टोरी है, लेकिन मुझे ये भी पता चला कि वी कैन एक्चुअली मेक अ यूनिवर्सल सिम कि जो कि जैसे आप एयरपोर्ट से उतरें और एक ही तरीके उसका नाम आप वन वर्ड या कुछ भी रख सकते हैं, जो कि मुझे पीटीआई वालों की तरफ से
अच्छा, ये तो नीड्स हो गई ना, लेकिन आपने अपने 8-10 दिन के दौरे में क्या रिसेप्शन पाया कि क्या देयर इज अ विल फॉर दिस काइंड ऑफ एन एफर्ट?
टोटली सर, इतना प्यार किया मेरे लोगों ने मुझे वहाँ पर, और बोला कि जो तुम्हें हेल्प चाहिए है हमसे, हम करने को तैयार हैं.
देयर इज अ नीड देयर.
टोटली सर.
अच्छा, अब सुखजीत आपकी तरफ आ रहा हूँ. सुखजीत गिल साहब की आप बताइए कि जो होली साइट्स हैं आपकी, अच्छा होली साइट्स जो है वो लिमिटेड नहीं है, वो इंडिया में भी हो सकती है, कश्मीर में भी हो सकती है, पाकिस्तान में भी हो सकती है. अच्छा, ये सिर्फ सिखों की नहीं है, हमारे पास उस पूरे इंडस वैली में जो इंडिया पाकिस्तान है उसमें कश्मीर को ले लीजिए. कश्मीर के 2 हिस्से कर दिए गए 71 में जो भी थे राजा महाराजा की तरफ से, लेकिन कश्मीर तो एक पोटेंशियल ऑफर करता है. इट्स अ सब्स्टिट्यूट फॉर स्विट्जरलैंड ऑफ साउथ एशिया. दोनों तरफ का, मैं दोनों तरफ के कश्मीर. अच्छा, अब सिखों की होली साइट्स हो गई. अब सिखों की जो होली खबरें हैं मुक़द्दस, वो आप माइग्रेट करके इंडिया तो नहीं ले जा सकते, या चाइना तो नहीं ले जा सकते, वो तो वहीं रहेंगी.
बिल्कुल.
अब हमारे मक्का मदीना में जो मुसलमानों की सो कॉल्ड वो हैं, वो माइग्रेट करके पाकिस्तान तो नहीं आ सकती ना, वो तो वहीं रहेंगी. तो हम 1400 साल के हज पे जा रहे हैं. तो आपके ये तो एक बुनियादी बेसिक हक है और हकीकत है. डू यू एग्री विद दैट?
एब्सोल्युटली.
ये नीड रहेगी.
एब्सोल्युटली.
अच्छा, तो इसमें वॉइड कहाँ नज़र आ रहा है? क्या ज़रूरत है हमें कुछ स्टेप लेने की कि ये हम डेवलप कर सकें इन चीज़ों? व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
अब बेसिकली रेड टेप है, बहुत बड़ी रेड टेप लगी हुई है ब्यूरोक्रेसी की, और इंडिया की साइड पर भी और पाकिस्तान की साइड पर भी. बिग मिसकम्युनिकेशन आई वुड से दोनों को, बिटवीन टू गवर्नमेंट्स. जो इंडिया गवर्नमेंट की अपना रिलेशंस जो पर्सनल तौर पे इंडिया के साथ, पाकिस्तान के साथ अच्छे हैं, बुरे हैं. सिखों को उनके साथ कोई लेना देना नहीं है. जितने तक मैं इस चीज़ को समझाऊं कि ऑफ कोर्स वी आर इंडियंस, एंड बिकॉज वी आर इन इंडिया, बिकॉज वी हैव बीन देयर फॉर पास्ट 70 years, and that is a home for a lot of Sikhs. सब काफ़ी सिखों का घर है वहाँ, ऐसी बात नहीं है. पर लेकिन डिप्लोमेटिक तरीके से अगर आप देखा जाए कि बिटवीन इंडियन पाकिस्तान, एक आपने बीच में एक लाइन ड्रॉ कर दी है और साथ में अपने बार्ब वायर्स लगा दी हैं, बट यू कैन नॉट, द गवर्नमेंट्स ऑफ द बोथ कंट्रीज, दे have failed to separate those two countries at all.
So Matt, at this point, because I know Matt has been involved with conflict resolution and peace initiatives internationally, widely traveled internationally. Matt, I mean, we are talking about a region which is South Asia, 2 billion people in that region. Subcontinent. India, Pakistan, subcontinent. 2 nuclear powers.
Yes.
America is a big factor. Why? Because a lot of Indian Americans, Pakistani Americans live here, affluent, highly educated.
Yes.
What do you see? I mean, you see the conflict. I mean, we were talking about the conflict in America between the religious divide and the color divide, but also in South Asia region, 2 nuclear power, 2 billion people,
Yes.
human factor, big economic factor, big market.
Yes.
What do you think going forward? Don't you think we need to address those conflict issues?
Definitely. I mean, I understand why there was a split in 1947 and Bangladesh and Pakistan broke off. Religion can be a big factor in culture because it's such a strong passion, especially 2 totally different religions, Hinduism and Islam being Abrahamic and Hinduism being polytheistic, and or some argue monotheistic. But it's me being a non-affiliated person. I think it's ridiculous to split over stuff, something like that. But
2 billion people.
yeah, obviously you share a spoken language, even though the written's different. I don't see you share music. I mean, Pakistani people listen to
Indian music.
Indian movie music, and Indians like to hear
Food.
Pakistani rock and roll, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the way.
Food,
Yeah.
ritual,
Rituals.
Culture.
wedding practices,
Wedding
Almost every other cultural
Hollywood,
aspect,
Bollywood,
Hollywood, Bollywood.
Novelty
Bollywood.
management.
Bollywood.
Yeah.
almost every other cultural aspect,
Yeah.
except that.
Yes.
So the only divide, Matt, Sujit
by
Gill and Cameron,
belief.
yeah,
Yeah.
which I see is the defense budgets, arms and industry,
Yes.
arm industry.
It's big business.
So we need to today start or trigger that conversation whether this arm industry, military industrial empire between India and Pakistan
yes.
is going to be has been prevailing for last 71 years.
They
Is-
have been
Right.
in the name of
National security
national security. They have been taking
advantage.
not just advantage. They've been taking the bread out of poor people's mouth.
Right.
Okay, not even that. If you look at it, the very recent deal that took place with, I think it was with France, the Modi government did with the
Right.
some like 18 planes or 18 jets.
Billions of dollars deal.
Billions of dollars was just shuffling left and right.
At the expense of the basic needs, which
basic
are
needs
toilets,
of people.
food
Yeah.
for India.
Absolutely.
So, in Kamran, I mean, when we started this, or when you went to as a trade delegation,
Yes, sir.
we were, or your initiative was labeled as an Indian initiative to break Pakistan into 4 different. So, whenever we try to do something good for whether it's India, whether in Pakistan, either we are labeled as ISI agents or as raw agents.
That is.
So that needs to stop.
So that is not
When
true.
you,
let me.
Yes,
explain
Matt.
this. Yes, go.
When you were talking about taking bread off poor people's tables,
That's
He-
that is
Not table.
No.
We don't have tables in India. We have mouths.
sorry.
We have mouths. Take bread out of their mouth.
Okay.
Exactly.
Old expression.
Peace.
But that's a fundamental problem with conflict is who does war benefit? The weapons manufacturers, the power mongers, the people, the ruling class. Of course, it's at the expense of poor people fighting each other.
Absolutely.
So, unfortunately, they can be controlled through media, through, bread. What do they say in Rome? Bread, wine, and the circus.
Bread,
as long
wine,
as they're
and
entertained, they won't revolt. But that's a whole other topic. But
Can I rephrase the question of Mr. Shahab Karni? He actually asked me, all of us actually,
Sure.
that when we do a program here, so we are depicted as like some agents of some agency,
Some
or
lobby,
we someone
some Western
who is
interest.
trying to break Pakistan. First of all, let me explain myself.
Break
This
it.
is a program. The tagline for this program is "Sabse pehle Pakistan." Pakistan first.
Pakistan
All right,
first.
so प्लीज आप ये दिमाग से निकाल दें कि हमको
किसी
एजेंट
के agent
हाँ वैसे हम हैं एजेंट सर हम गॉड्स एजेंट हैं
हाँ,
हम
human
अल्लाह ताला
beings.
के एजेंट हैं हम ह्यूमन बीइंग्स हैं एंड बीइंग ह्यूमन जिसका सलमान खान अपने टी शर्ट पे डालते हैं
That's right.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
एंड आई लव द कलर यू वेयरिंग राइट नाउ प्लीज ब्रदर
अच्छा अब ये हार्मनी की बात हो रही थी ठीक है हम लोग वी आर सिटिंग इन वेल वी आर ड्राइविंग आई हर्ड अ कन्वर्सेशन बिटवीन यू टू अबाउट कि हज पे ले जाएंगे सुखजीत गिल को वो क्या था
सर वो ये था कि
मैं तो उसको लतीफ़ा ही
सर
समझ
नहीं लतीफ़ा नहीं है हकीकत है और हकीकत है और ये हिस्ट्री है और
बताएं
हिस्ट्री
ना,
है और मैं
audience
लिखवाना चाहता हूँ
Yeah.
ऑडियंस को भी और सबको
उधर देख के
रिस्पेक्ट से
बताएं।
एंड आई लव
जी।
यू उधर के सर को बहुत सारे
ऑडियंस को देख के बताएं
The thing is, इनके गुरु जी हैं
Guru
जो
Nanak
Ji.
I don't really
Guru Nanak Dev
thank
ji.
you Nanak
Thank
ji
you.
thank you sir thank you for
Yes,
being
yes.
with me helping me out
Yeah,
all
thank
the way
you,
I love you too तो उन्होंने हज किया हुआ है
बिल्कुल किया है
तो हम लोग बात कर रहे थे, आई सेड यार एक बंदा जो सिख है वो हज कर सकता है, दैट्स इट्स अल्टीमेट गोल फॉर अ मुस्लिम ह्यूमन बीइंग इन दिस अर्थ, लाइक मैं हज कर लूँ, मैं अल्लाह ताला से डायरेक्ट हूँ। तो जब इनकी बात हुई हमने बात की हमने बोले जब गुरुजी कर सकते हैं तो तुसी भी कर सकते हो। मैंने हज नहीं किया, मैं अपने सर मंडवाता हूँ, आप मंडवाएं, आप हक करें, आप मुझे कड़ा देंगे, मैं मन्नत मानूंगा कि आपको मैं हज पे लेके जाऊंगा। ये हमारी गाड़ी में बात हुई थी।
देखो मेरी एक चाहत एक्चुअली काफ़ी सालों से थी और है भी। वो बात दूसरी है कि अपना ऑफ कोर्स आई एम सिक, आई एम गोना डाई सिक, देयर इज नो डाउट अबाउट दैट,
and there's nothing, no problem with
there's no problem with that, you know, but the thing is that चलो एक ये है कि हमारे गुरु नानक देव जी ने अपना हज किया है, so there must be something there, ठीक है, तो कुछ thought process था, right? चलो ठीक है, अब उसको ऐसे redefine कर दिया गया है कि it's only for Muslims and all that stuff, that's perfectly fine, it's okay, पर लेकिन जो इंसानियत जो रब ने डाल के भेजी है सबके अंदर, उस चीज को तो हम नहीं बदल सकते, नहीं डिनाई कर सकते।
तो रब तो सबका एक ही है,
या आप हज यहाँ नहीं करोगे तो आगे कर लोगे कहीं।
आपसे मेरा एक सवाल है छोटा सा।
जी जी जी।
आप जब ब्लीड करते हैं आपको कौन से कलर का ब्लड निकलता है? रेड।
ग्रीन।
तो काले से भी रेड निकलता है, व्हाइट से भी रेड निकलता है, ब्राउन से। ये हमारी एक कॉमन फैक्टर है जो अल्लाह ताला ने हमारे सब के अंदर दिया है। और पता है मैं आपको सच्ची बात बताऊं,
इंसान में ह्यूमन भी डाल रखी है।
That's very true.
Even though the animals they have the same thing.
You know what? We're here for a reason.
Yeah, we are here for a reason.
We're all here for a reason.
We agree. Now, coming back to last 48 hours, Matt, I mean, in Pakistan we have a situation that there was a Christian lady under blasphemy law. She was imprisoned, and our superior court in last 48 hours declared her free. That the case was not legit.
Yeah.
But and the reaction,
probably because of the international.
No. And the reaction was, and then next week we're going to have a 1-hour program on that. See, this country, Pakistan, was created in 1947.
Yes.
But the Prophet heard, and the Islamic, prophet, Muslim prophet, Muhammad, his legacy began almost 1500 years back.
True that.
And these Pakistanis in 1947, for 71 years, they're non-Arabic denomination.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
How in last 71 years they became the custodian and protector of a legacy which is 1500 year old. These 99% people even don't understand Arabic. It's a total chaos and confusion and exploitation and the greatest scam and a sham of 21st century.
मैं आपको एक छोटी सी बात बताता हूँ. Actually, I was reading through one of the articles. उसके अंदर, I don't know much about it, but I know a little bit about Islam. That when the Prophet Muhammad, he was, मुझे नहीं पता, you have to correct me on that.
I will.
That there, somebody was punished, and that person was hanging out there all night, all day, or whatever, and the Prophet Muhammad did not eat anything. He was hungry, and he just sat and just watched while he was, and obviously, जो मुझे सुनने को आया, and somebody came and asked Prophet Muhammad कि, well, how come you're not eating? That this guy is being punished or being hanged.
Yeah.
And what I was told again, that his reply was that end of the day he's also human.
Yeah. So basically humanity.
It's humanity.
It's humanity.
Thank you.
So again, Kamran,
Yes, sir.
How can I eat
how can
if
When
I
the
see
other
that
guy-
person?
Kamran, there
Yes,
was
sir.
a lady
Yes, sir.
who was throwing trash at Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah.
He never sentenced her to death,
Never.
blasphemy, or
Never.
whatever this
Never.
nonsense is in Pakistan.
Because that's
Yeah,
pompous and royal and all this.
Grace,
That's-
dignity,
The message is
over
something
and
different.
above.
Yeah.
So these nonsensical Pakistanis
Yes.
for last 71 year,
Yes, sir.
non-Arabic denomination, how can you guys be protector of that namus of Risalat, which namus can protect himself? So, I mean, the reason I mentioned this, because this is a conflict. and this is a division on religion, and this is destroying Pakistan economically, and this is stopping us going forward. And likewise in India, I mean,
Absolutely.
what you did, what Modi did, same religious factor.
This concept of
Same,
Right.
Matt, before I
Go ahead.
come back, same, our president Donald Trump is doing, dividing this
Dividing.
great
Yes.
America on
Yes.
color and religion.
that's how he won.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's
so
a universal tragedy. You know?
But this concept of, well, why are you not eating? Because he's not eating, and we're both human, and I wouldn't want to feel like he is, right? That's the underlying thread that goes through all religions. Is that they call it the ethic of reciprocity, or the golden rule.
Thank you.
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's
Unto.
really simple, and although it can vary from person to person what they would want done to them, I guess, but it's something that isn't found in every single major religion. Zoroastrianism, Sikhism, Christianity, Islam.
Protestant.
सर मैं आपको जवाब दूंगा जो
जी।
आपका बेसिक सवाल था
जी।
कि ये क्यों हो रहा है
The
सर
ethic of
बेसिकली
reciprocity.
लैक ऑफ एजुकेशन है
ये इकोनॉमी है सर,
सर,
दाल रोटी
अगर
चल रही है
चल
मुल्लाओं
रही
की.
हैं, ठीक है फाइन, बट लैक ऑफ एजुकेशन है. अगर जितनी एजुकेशन ज़्यादा आप देंगे
मुर्गी के कोरमे चल रहे हैं, हलवा मांडे
सर
चल
आई
रहे
डोंट केयर अबाउट दैट, लेकिन हमारे प्रॉफिट ने कहा है कि इल्म हासिल
हैं. ये
करो,
नहीं करेंगे तो और क्या करेंगे?
इल्म हासिल करो चाहे
कुछ तो
तुम्हें चीन
बेचना
जाना
है.
पड़े.
तुम लोग करोगे क्या? तुम्हारे
चाहे-
पास तो ना कोई स्किल्स हैं, ना तुमने कोई कारोबार करना है, तुमने नौकरी नहीं करनी, तुम्हारा तो हलवा मांडा इसी में है भैया.
सुजीत,
मुल्ला ये
देखो।
कोई मुफ्ती थोड़ी है,
नहीं सर.
ये स्कॉलर्स थोड़ी
नहीं।
हैं, ये तो जाहिल लोग हैं.
नहीं सर वही मैं कह रहा
इनको
हूँ.
तो सही से अपनी लैंग्वेज बोलनी
थैंक
है.
यू अगेन बैक टू माय पॉइंट, लैक ऑफ एजुकेशन है. और अगर हम 1400 years ago our prophet
जी,
Mr. Sajid,
absolutely,
one of the reasons you should go to Hajj,
Yes.
he said that ilm hasil karo चाहे तुम्हें चीन जाना पड़े, like you should
वो चाइना तो
seek
गए
it.
हैं ना अभी.
And that in 1400 years ago going to China was like next to impossible.
Uh-huh.
You just can't go to
Cannot
China.
think
So
about
that's what I'm
There-
saying. Now he had this prediction like 1400 years ago. That means he had a
Foresight.
foresight for the
Foresight.
future.
That if you want to learn,
That
you
you
gotta
and me are here sitting here.
willing
So
to
this is
travel
the
up to
lesson.
China,
It's
yeah.
like
That's what made the
illiteracy,
Ottoman
it's
Empire
like
great.
Fanatism.
Yeah.
Very good.
If I'm an educated person,
Yeah.
like let me rephrase some. Just an incident. Just 1 minute.
That's
Give me 1
okay.
minute. Okay. So I went to a mosque and I did my ghulu, wuzu, ablution, whatever different language you word it. So I was about to say my prayer. So one of the guy actually stepped out to me and he said, "Hey, you should roll your ankles
Yeah,
up.
don't stand
roll
like this."
You should roll your ankle up." I said, "Well, I'm not a monkey. I'm not going to."
You're watching me rather than
It was like 14 years back. He was in a desert, and I believe my prophet, my beloved
Yes.
prophet,
Yes.
did his gulu. His feet might be wet,
Yes.
so he might have folded his abaya,
Sure.
so the sand should not go in his
To-
dress.
whatever.
So that's why he prayed. I'm in the 21st century. In fact, it's the 22nd century, and like we all
Sure.
about Wi-Fi and everything.
Sure.
So I will adapt to the circumstances. This is what a real
That's the-
purpose of a human being. Let me speak, man.
Yeah.
To do in life. So again, lack of education.
Yes.
Agar education is like 99.99%, I would
Absolutely.
say.
Absolutely.
Everything will do so well in the world.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Matt, you were saying
Yeah,
something.
Matt, please.
There is as far as economics, I mean, let's face it. A lot of people are like capitalism. It's going to destroy. They can unfettered capitalism can be an unconscious capitalism, but when it's done right with respect to environment and social consequences, it could be a good thing. Commerce in general. Now, education. Sometimes the people who are that were born rich, they don't want everybody to get an education. They don't want to fund public schools and stuff because they think that's competition to their sons and daughters. But if you want your country's economy to do well, you have to educate. Education also pulls people out of poverty. So you got a double synergy. You got a synergy going.
Here's a problem, especially in South Asia, in India and Pakistan. So when we say spend money on human development factor, education, health, or basic needs, our 65% budget is spent on defense, arms and ammunition,
Same in America.
not butter and milk.
Not
Butter and bread.
Yeah, I like that.
So here's the problem. So that's what our basic conversation was all about. after 71 years between India and Pakistan, and why important? Because 2 billion people, 2 nuclear state, South Asia. If South Asia is on fire, the world cannot rest in peace.
The only thing that they have going on both sides of the border is that there's the biggest threat from Pakistan. We have to be very defensive. And same threat is on the other side of the border,
India.
in Pakistan.
Yes.
Oh, we have a biggest threat is from
Kashmir.
India. India is a large country, and they can just take over Pakistan, and they will demolish everything. Everything will be just gone.
It's a fair.
But the
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have a problem with you?
Do I
have a problem with you?
apps?
I mean, like you said, right? Seriously, no, let me be very honest. I'm a Pakistani, you're an Indian, and we're both Americans, right?
Yes.
So do you really think I have a problem with you?
Absolutely not.
you won't be sitting here.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we gotta get this thing out of our heads that we have a problem.
No. We cannot get this thing out of heads of our great-grandfather, our grandfather, and all those other folks, and our politician. But what we can do, we can get it out of our kids' heads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our next generation.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay? We can pass this message to next generation and let him know it's okay. He's a Sikh. He's a human. It's perfectly fine. It's okay. He's not going to,
When he was born, he didn't know that.
he didn't know that.
So again, ख़वातीन व हज़रात, आप, मेरा नाम शहाब करनी है. जिन लोगों ने ट्यून इन किया है पाकिस्तान फर्स्ट रेडियो, आप सुन सकते हैं RadioOnFire.com के ऊपर, जो AM और FM की फ्रीक्वेंसी से बाहर है. आप हमें सुन भी सकते हैं, देख भी सकते हैं ऑडियो और वीडियो के ऊपर. ये रिपीट भी होगा प्रोग्राम. मेरे साथ कामरान कुरैशी साहब मौजूद हैं. थैंक यू वेरी मच. सुखजीत गिल.
Thank you.
एंड आई हैव मेट बिग
Phoebe.
Big.
अच्छा, तो अब मैट का जो रोल है वो ये है कि जो अमेरिका बेस्ड हैं इंस्टीट्यूशन, और उसमें जो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हैं दुनिया भर में रिलीजन के ऊपर, कलर्स के ऊपर, उनके ऊपर ये मुख्तलिफ प्रोग्राम डेवलप करते हैं. हम उसके ऊपर भी आएंगे. लेकिन हमारा बॉटम लाइन ये है सुखजीत गिल जी और कामन साहब के जी, अगर ये कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑन गोइंग रहे रिलीजन के ऊपर और डिफेंस के ऊपर, नेशनल सिक्योरिटी थ्रेट के ऊपर, कलर्स के ऊपर, कास्ट के ऊपर, तो इकोनॉमिकली आगे नहीं जा सकेंगे. ह्यूमन फैक्टर चाहे वो
कुरैशी साहब, आपको मैं यही रोकूंगा.
Kenny sir.
जो करनी साहब, ओके.
यही कॉन्फ्लिक्ट आ गया.
Sending हो रही है, follow हो रही है, don't worry about it.
Okay.
The brainstorming हो रही है.
The thing is कि अभी मैं अपना
जी
हिंदी में और उर्दू में कह लीजिए जो भी है
नाज़रीन
कि ये है पुराना मसाला है. ठीक है, पुराना मसाला अब नहीं बिकने वाला है.
Right.
ये पुराना मसाला है, ये अब नहीं बिकने वाला है.
रिपीट करो.
पुराना मंजन.
ये अब दोबारा नहीं चलेगा.
नया मंजन.
So basically what we're doing here is that we need to make our next generation aware of this.
Yes.
That whatever they're trying to sell,
That's
these
education.
politicians and all so forth, you don't need to buy it, and we need to elect more educated people to our society. Everywhere.
And give
Even
everybody
in the
education.
US, right? The thing is that so they can administrate it better.
अच्छा, this is not applicable or applied to India, Pakistan.
No.
This program is about Pakistan First Radio.
Pakistan
But even as of today, and we're 5 days away from the midterm elections in America, Matt.
know.
So this American country is divided among the
Right,
religion and color, politics of color,
It's still
hatred,
being played right here.
hatred
It's
right
being played right
here in Washington,
Right here in
DC,
Washington. Right
at
here. Exactly.
what 1500 Pennsylvania Avenue, 1600 Pennsylvania.
Avenue.
So
Yes,
what do you
it's
say
being
about that, Matt? And that's because America is treated as a model country in
Yes.
the world.
Well, I noticed that when I traveled, that every country watches our politics. We don't give a damn about anybody else's politics. When I say we, the average American.
Yeah, you're right.
Average American.
You're right about
We're
that.
like, we're over here on the pond. We don't even care about Canada and Mexico. Most people couldn't name their leaders. I mean, I could, but the average person doesn't care. But in general, they should. Everybody in every country should care, because we've been on a global market. Some say over 100 years. Some go back to BC times.
Yeah.
You know, to the Mediterranean trade,
not
the known world, But as far as the entire planet, about 100 years we've been globalized. It's a process, and now we're more connected than ever because transportation technologies are making travel cheaper. Communication technologies has us all linked up. Pretty much everybody. There is still a internet divide. There's a couple billion people that don't get it, but we should provide them with access to and let them educate themselves. That's the great thing about the information age too.
I mean, 2 years back. Not 2 years back. Last year I think.
Sure.
We were working on an initiative called Showcase Africa, bringing 8 different African countries to DMV area for doing trade and commerce and everything. And then all of the delegation visas were stopped by the Trump administration, the State Department. See, this is about trade, commerce, exchange of money. American companies are saturated in the local market. They need to look at and there are 8 different African countries, emerging markets, $billion industry, commerce and trade. This is nonsense. This is stupid. Just on the basis of color, and you don't want to progress in terms of trade and commerce. So this is not in India, Pakistan, or Middle East. This is a global tragedy. Global. Missed
when there's
adventure, even in America.
When there's a conflict in one country, or between 2 countries or more, there's destabilization. Instability in one nation or among 2 nations affects every nation in the world. We saw the global economic crisis in 2007. It's a chain effect. We're all connected. So we better start looking out for each other and try to make peace. Maybe we can make peace through trade. And maybe trade can happen easier once we make peace, but it's in everybody's interest.
Thank you, Mr. Matt.
It's an end user, consumer and demand and supply kind of market economy. So we need to be smart enough,
focus,
not to divide, not to limit our potential worldwide, just on the basis of color, religion, or our emotional gimmicks.
But with the respect to the environment and a respect into social and human rights, because we don't want to get carried away. It scared me a little bit when I found out that India and China's rising middle class are starting to buy cars and Nikes and stuff, because Americans are hyper consumers. We're taught to consume from young. Some countries don't even allow you to pitch to kids. America, from when we are old enough to look at a TV, we are taught to consume, and we consume 25% of the world's resources. I don't want to see
beyond our needs.
Yeah, useless consumption. Yeah, useless consumption. Beyond
our needs.
Hyper consumerism.
All right, 2 things.
I don't wait. It was scary to me to see China, which is 1/4 of the world, India, which is 1/5 of the world, together 45%.
Yes.
Turn to American-style hyper-consumerism. That scares me. But capitalism doesn't have to be that way. And there's also socialism. Everything's a mix. Every country's a mix of the 2. But corporate social responsibility, CSR, is integral to this. So we don't destroy ourselves. We don't implode on our own.
Kamran, you wanted to add something?
No, I totally agree with Mr. Matt Phoebe. He's a dear friend of mine. I just wanted to add 2 things to his thing. First, he said that we don't care. It's like a common statement from everyone. I don't care.
They just don't.
No. But a black person, world famous person. I think every person on the face of this earth would know his name is Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson?
He sung a song with it. Excuse me. Who's bad? Who's bad? All right. So he sung a song, said, I don't care if they really don't care about us, Care about us. It's all about caring. And there was the other thing. Hey, man, how you doing? Living the dream, man. So what is the dream? So one of our Prime Minister, so-called Prime Minister, Zulfikar Bhutto, he said, Roti.
Mr. Bhutto.
What's the Bhutto?
Who was hanged.
Thank you. He was hanged. Lost, actually. Roti kapra makan. That's what he said.
What is
Roti
the
means
English?
food,
Shelter.
shelter, and
Clothing.
clothing. These are the three essential
Basic
things.
needs.
Basic needs for a poor person
Clothing,
or for a rich
food,
person. So
and
when
places
you
to
provide all these three things to a person, he's
More human
comfortable in
needs.
where he's going to want to travel the world, actually, which is said in the holy book also, our Quran, jo Pakistan first again. Being a Muslim country, I just want to emphasize कि दुनिया घूमो यार,
दुनिया what?
घूमो,
Gumo, yes.
हर कोने में जाओ
हाँ,
तुम्हारे लिए तो
लेकिन
बनी.
उसको फिर हैंग कर दिया गया ना,
हाँ,
टांग
उसको- so that's,
उसको टांग दिया
उसके
गया।
लिए एक अगला प्रोग्राम करना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, that's-
उसके लिए 1 लाख प्रोग्राम करना पड़ेगा.
नहीं,
उसके
वो
लिए
प्रोग्राम
वो पूरा
बहुत
बुट
होता
है,
है,
yes sir.
उसको टांग दिया गया
नहीं वो
और
आगे
ऐसे
चलेंगे.
लोगों को लेबल कर दिया जाता है, रॉ के एजेंट हैं,
नहीं हम
CIA के एजेंट हैं, ISI के एजेंट
हम
हैं,
अल्लाह
और
के एजेंट हैं.
तुम लोग वो हो छोटे छोटे मुख्तलिफ एम्बेसीज में बैठे हो।
Mr. Shafqani, me itself, like I also go by the name of Cash.
Right.
Okay, आप मुझे कैश
हम भी रॉ के एजेंट तो
हाँ
नहीं।
ये सभी देल हैं, ये
ये
मैच
ISI
हैं.
के एजेंट हैं।
हम लोग सब गॉड के
ये
एजेंट
CIA के एजेंट
हैं.
हैं।
वो देखिए वो गोरा है, ये सिख हैं.
That's the biggest
He's
thing,
everybody,
right?
but he says he's not somebody.
अभी जो अपना
छोटे छोटे लोग
Gora है।
नहीं
messages
हम
में बैठे हुए
गॉड के एजेंट हैं. Seriously, अल्लाह का प्लान.
Would you believe
it's
कि
God's plans working.
इंडिया के अंदर सिखों की कोई मोमेंट होती है,
खालिस्तान movement
नहीं
होगा।
खालिस्तान तो बहुत दूर की बात है. I don't want to talk about that. The just in general, a basic rights of Punjab or Sikhs or whatever, right? सबसे पहले जो भी spokesperson होता है या जो भी अपना
नुमाया हो जाता है।
आउटस्टैंडिंग लीडर होता है, फर्स्ट थिंग द मीडिया लेबल देम एज ए
ISI
ISI के एजेंट है भाई, ये तो ये पक्के ISI के एजेंट है. सो द थिंग इज दैट कि वो
आगे जा ही नहीं सकता।
आगे आदमी जा नहीं सकता, उसके ऊपर पहले ठप्पा लगा दो कि ये ISI का एजेंट है.
तो अब हमने पिछले 2 हफ्ते पहले प्रोग्राम किया था कि रॉ का एजेंट कैसे बनते हैं।
हाँ.
अब हमें सुखजीत गिल ने बताया कि ISI का एजेंट कैसे अबे
मुझे याद है।
मैट इज गोइंग टू टेल अस हाउ टू बिकम अ CIA एजेंट।
अच्छा, Matt,
you know that-
you
no,
can be a
for that
CIA
we have to have another
raw
episode
agent,
for that.
ISI agent,
One
but
hour.
मैंने
I had a rumor
I-
that I was one time because I moved to Washington D.C. and then I went to Pakistan 3 times.
Oh my God.
People
Yeah.
remember around my small
ISI
town.
agent। CIA agent।
He must be CIA.
Matt, you know what I replied?
And plus,
CIA agent,
what?
raw agent, ISI agent, whatever.
No, I'm not raw. He's raw.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm raw.
Whatever.
He's
No,
ISI.
think about it. Okay. The final
he's
decision
raw.
I
Yeah,
said,
He's raw.
we're all God's agent. हम सब God's agent हैं.
God's
कोई
agent.
agent
Yeah, that's
नहीं है.
right.
अल्लाह ताला के
Secret
agent हैं. वो चाहे जिस
agent
तरीके से
हैं।
ये अल्लाह बोले,
खुदा के
उनका भी
वास्ते
agent
भैया।
अल्लाह वही है. बुद्धिस्ट का भी वही है.
अभी
Christian का
मैं-
वही है.
अच्छा।
Mr. Nobody का भी कुछ नहीं है जो कि somebody है. Everybody है मेरे लिए.
Kamran, let me tell you another because I repeated that. I'm going to repeat it. 3 weeks back, we had a big legend called Sabzada, Lieutenant General Sabzada Yaqub Ali Khan.
Yes.
He was from Indian Royal Army,
Right.
and then he migrated to Pakistan, and he was a Lieutenant General in Pakistan Army. He was 3-time ambassador in Washington D.C.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Wonderful.
When he was in DC, not in DC, in 1998 in Cavalry Club in Regent Park in London,
Okay.
I had a meeting with him. I said, General, you have been in DC for 3 terms, you know, as an ambassador for Pakistan. I'm a retired military general. Now hear me out, loud and clear. I said, have any time CIA approached you to be on their payroll?
Uh-huh.
And then he took a, sigh. I mean, I took 30-second pause and everything. He said, Beta, dearly,
Sure.
my son, if you have a character and you have a depth, nobody dare to approach you to be on their payroll. And this does not apply to a journal, an individual. This applies to a country, a nation,
A nation.
and an entity also. If you have a depth, if you have a character, you cannot be an agent for anybody.
Anybody. That's right.
MashaAllah.
And this is a message for all
You're
the
agent of
pygmies.
God.
Pygmies sitting in different embassies in Washington D.C.
Because they figure you're incorruptible and don't want you.
Yeah, it's like,
Yes.
yeah. You're
So,
only
I mean-
human.
What do you want to add on that?
I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't
We
put
are,
your
we
blame
are,
on.
no, we are agent for humanity.
So again,
We're
coming
agent
back
for
that, well,
humanity.
I mean, this
That's all.
Sugyal, Matt and Kamran, I mean, that looks, that seems, that sounds very loud. But again, in the beginning, when I say when you were born, Kamran, did you know that you're a brownie?
No.
When
No.
you were a Muslim? No.
No.
Somebody,
No.
Paki,
I don't care.
somebody told you. And that somebody was a human being.
That's right.
He or she was not a god or goddess.
No.
How about you, Sukhjit? Go. Human. So show the audience.
Human.
How about Matt? I mean,
I always,
how
I'm a
you
human.
knew that you're a white person?
I always wanted to be a brownie, but they said I had to be a Boy Scout.
I like that one. I like that. I like that.
That's a piece.
No one told me I was white. You know, I didn't know what racism was growing up. My parents, I was.
You are right.
What they call it, colorblind racism, right? Because you just don't know about it. So, but my parents just didn't talk about stuff like that. And
Really?
I had people of different colors in my school.
That must be
I just
immigrants.
thought they had different. I lived in Florida and everybody had a tan.
Yeah.
So I just figured people had different shades of tan. That's the way I saw the world.
Until you move up north,
Yeah.
you realize, oh God, I'm white.
Sir, जिसे आप लोग कहते हैं कि you know.
No, I was like, all right. Okay. Yeah. I got
When
I'm
you're
white.
when you're in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Roman
Go.
destroyed themselves.
But this is the same. The thing
what
is, let me say something,
Okay,
please.
go ahead.
तो आपको वक्त के साथ साथ अपने आप को चेंज करना पड़ता है. You have to roll with the changes, all right? तो हम लोग टूरिज्म करना चाह रहे थे, डेवलपमेंट, फाइनेंस, कॉर्पोरेट सब कुछ करना चाह रहे थे, लेकिन जो करंट सिचुएशन है हमारे मुल्क
पिछले 48 घंटे
थैंक यू सर. तो
मुल्ला
मैं फिर
active-
हमने
मुल्ला
बेसिकली
active
2
हो
दिन
गया।
में फिर हमने एक सोचा कि पाक यूएस फाउंडेशन में पीस लाया जाए रीजन के अंदर, वो नहीं हो सका. फिर हमने सोचा कि अब जाकर हम एक
International initiative.
yeah,
I didn't
one
hear that.
peace world हम एक initiative launch करना चाह रहे हैं, which actually we want to launch it next year, which will be the International Peace Conference Day. And this will be a 3-day conference जो कि will be launched by OnePeace.world. That's one of the foundation here, which we have incorporated. Mr. Matt Feedick.
Peace through economic alliances and cultural exchange.
Thank you
Just
so
a
very
lot,
much.
A lot to do with the topics we're talking about.
Thank you
tonight.
so very much for putting that in English. Basically हम अमन चाह रहे हैं, आप जितनी भी आइडेंटिटीज हैं दुनिया में जो अमन के ऊपर काम कर रही हैं.
तो उसमें
And break away from the army.
I'm right with
Finally.
you.
national
I'm with
security
you.
threat.
I call you my brother from another good-looking mother. Don't I?
Break away from army. And be in a true democracy.
No. Just
And
be,
where you
but
can elect people of your
just
own
be
choice.
yourself.
Yes.
Just be yourself.
उसमें ये होता है ना,
हाँ.
Matt, there was a time when the Gulf War was on in Iraq.
Yes.
Trust me, brother. This is all documented.
Okay.
One croissant. I don't know whether in India and Pakistan they can understand croissant, meaning a samosa.
Samosa.
Yeah,
Samosa.
with a lot of lard in it.
Yeah.
It's in a French samosa.
एक समोसे
एक समोसा.
सीरियस
हाँ,
कॉन्वर्सेशन.
Seriously.
एक समोसे की कीमत ₹1 इंडिया पाकिस्तान में होगी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा.
Right.
या अमेरिका में 50 सेंट की होगी जो
Right.
$1, $1.5, $2 का होगा. आप यकीन करें ख़वातीन व हज़रात, अमेरिकन डिफेंस पेंटागन ने कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को वो बिल किया $12 का एक समोसा. ये है इकोनॉमिक, ये है पैसे बनाने का खेल.
सही बात है.
इसका ताल्लुक़ टॉयलेट से नहीं है, इसका ताल्लुक़ दूध के डिब्बों से नहीं है, इसका ताल्लुक़ मईशत से नहीं है, इसका ताल्लुक़ हेल्थ से नहीं है, इसका ताल्लुक़ गुर्बत से नहीं है. ये है कि मी एंड माई सेल्फ 200-300 लोग कैसे $multi-million का खेल खेल सकते हैं. ये सिर्फ अमेरिका तक महदूद नहीं है, ये इंडिया में भी यही हो रहा है, ये पाकिस्तान में भी यही हो रहा है, ये फ्रांस में भी यही हो रहा है, ये अमेरिका में, ये यूरोप में, हर जगह डिफेंस आर्म्स इंडस्ट्रियल कॉम्प्लेक्स. फ्यू पीपल आर बिकमिंग मिलियनर्स एंड मल्टी-मिलियनर्स. आम आदमी के पास टॉयलेट नहीं है, हेल्थ नहीं है,
फूड नहीं है,
एजुकेशन नहीं है, खाना नहीं है, दूध के डिब्बे नहीं है. माँ की दूध की और माँ के हेल्थ के ऊपर डिपेंड करते हैं दूध के लिए. ये लम्हे फिक्रिया है उस खत्ते के लिए जो 2 बिलियन लोग वहाँ रहते हैं. हम किस चीज़ पे खुश हैं? न्यूक्लियर. हमने पटाखा बना लिया, तुमने पटाखा बना लिया. चाहे लोग भूखे अफलास में ज़िंदा हैं, और हम किस तरह डिवाइड कर रहे हैं 2 बिलियन डॉलर को, 2 बिलियन लोगों को मज़हब के ऊपर। ब्राह्मण कौन है, अछूत कौन है, सिख कौन है, मुसल्ला कौन है, मुसलमान कौन है, शिया कौन है, सुन्नी कौन है। लानत है तुम मुसलमानों के, तुम मुल्लाओं के ऊपर जो तुम डिवाइड कर रहे हो। तुम अपने कौरमे के लिए, तुम अपने हलवे मांडे के लिए इस पूरी कौम को डिवाइड कर दिया तुमने। लानत है तुम के ऊपर। तुम लोग सुधर जाओ, वरना ये पूरा खित्ता एक फायर बॉल बन जाएगा और जल जाएगा। 2 बिलियन डॉलर, 2 बिलियन लोग बेहतर डिजर्व करते हैं इस कौम के लिए, इस पूरे खित्ते के लिए। डू यू एग्री विद दैट कमेंट?
Sir, I want to say something here. Absolutely. I want everybody to listen to me just for like 15 seconds.
We're listening.
All right. This program is called Radio on Fire. Our host was on fire. All right. And,
on a serious note.
No, serious note. मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, आग लगाएंगे तो कुछ जलेगा तो कुछ आएगा रास्ते में, ठीक है। इस पूरे प्रोग्राम का मोटिव ये सबसे पहले पाकिस्तान है यार। अगर पाकिस्तान का दर्द नहीं होता तो बैठे नहीं होते यार। हम सब कॉन्टिनेंट के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं। एक्चुअली इंडिया, पाकिस्तान, बांग्लादेश, श्रीलंका, दे वो ऑल टुगेदर। वी कुड हैव बीन द बिगेस्ट इकोनॉमी, बट मैं अभी बैश नहीं करूंगा। लेकिन मैं कह रहा हूँ वी आर ऑन फायर, प्लीज सपोर्ट करें। हम अच्छी बात कर रहे हैं।
मैं सारी यंग जनरेशन को और
Nothing being emotional.
सबको nothing being emotional.
Totally realistic.
Both on India side and Pakistan side, both sides. कि we need to come out and we need to be outspoken about it. ठीक है? Because हमारे कुछ ऐसी I would say तंजीम कह सकते हैं, I guess, different levels of the society.
Values.
जो कि कहती है अरे हमें क्या लेना है यार, हमारा काम चल रहा है, हमारा घर बढ़िया चल रहा है, वी आर फाइन, वी आर परफेक्टली ओके। वो हमारे घर में एसी लगा हुआ है ना, हमारी गाड़ी में एसी लगा हुआ है ना, हम जहाँ अपने दोस्त को मिलने जा रहे हैं उसके घर में एसी लगा हुआ है ना,
अच्छा खाना होगा,
हमें अच्छा खाना। दैट्स इट। वी डोंट केयर अबाउट वो जो बाहर सड़क पे बैठा गरीब सो रहा है, क्या खा रहा है, क्या। वी केयर लेस अबाउट इट। एंड ऑफ द डे गेस व्हाट, टाइम चेंजेस, टाइम नेवर स्टेज द सेम। वक्त हमेशा बदलता है, और डोंट थिंक दैट यू विल ऑलवेज हैव AC, एयर कंडीशन कार्स एंड लिविंग दिस लाइफस्टाइल। दिस कैन चेंज ओवरनाइट। तो मैं सबको यही एक अर्ज है, यही एक रिक्वेस्ट है, यू नीड टू बी आउटस्पोकन अबाउट इट। अगर जो तुम्हें लगा गलत हो रहा है, ठीक है ना, अवाम के लिए, लोगों के लिए, दुनिया के लिए गलत हो रहा है, मुल्क के लिए गलत हो रहा है, बेशक इंडिया है या पाकिस्तान की इंडियन अपने जो मेरी यूथ है उनके आगे रिक्वेस्ट है ये कि जस्ट बी आउटस्पोकन अबाउट इट। यू नो, you don't have to take it, not in this age and time, when we have the media, when we can communicate with each other. Okay,
it is
digital world. We can get together and we can stand against these policies, manipulation, these regimes,
army, industrial empire.
It is absolutely, and we can be human.
Matt,
I like to.
Matt,
one last.
As a white person,
As a whitey.
as a whitey,
as an American.
Go ahead.
As a
whitey.
Matt, sorry. एक 5 सेकंड।
गोरों
की ना कानों की, दुनिया है दिल वालों की।
That's right.
That's for the viewer.
Listen, that's right.
As a white American, as an activist in Washington D.C. for peace, conflict resolution, what will be your end statement? Not for even for America, for black and white, for religious, for ethnic, for
Just
color
for
divide,
Americans.
for universal. What is the way forward? What is the path for next 3 years that you are suggesting?
Okay, one of the Abrahamic religions we don't have represented here is Jewish. So I'd like to quote Albert Einstein, who was a great philosopher,
He was.
not just scientist but philosopher. One thing, what you were talking about, all these nice things we have can go away. He said, I don't know what World War III will be fought with, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. In other words, we'll annihilate.
It'll be done.
Yeah.
Because we have too many, our weapons are too powerful.
Too powerful.
Even back over 200 years ago, Immanuel Kant, a German philosopher, he came up with this concept, the League of Nations, and it was a very simple but very profound concept. He said if we didn't have to spend so much money on war, we could put it on healthcare, education, and everything and have a better society. So he said, let's have a League of Nations. And then President Woodrow Wilson introduced this concept to Italy, France, England, our Senate or our congressman wouldn't ratify it, but Italy, England, and France became the United Nations. League of Nations is now the United Nations. So we're moving towards this concept. Another quote by Albert Einstein that I think sums it all up is, peace cannot be attained through warfare. It can only be achieved through understanding. We've got to get to know each other better.
Absolutely.
Cultural exchange.
Thank
We
you.
don't have to adopt each other's cultures. We don't have to adopt each other's parents. There's nothing to be afraid of. We need to get to know each other.
All we gotta do is be a
How do
human.
you stop racism and religious divide and all that? Get to know somebody.
That's it.
Can I
Get
can I please have the last minute?
We've had a blast tonight.
seriously.
I just met
And
this guy a
interestingly-
couple hours ago.
Yeah, interestingly enough, right?
Yes, sir.
Interestingly enough, and this just not that's especially within our community,
Yes, sir.
Indian and Pakistani, Punjabi, Sikhs, whatever, right? We go to a same mosque.
Same God.
No, listen to me. It's very
Same
interesting.
God.
What I'm about to say is very interesting. We go to same Gurdwara, we go to same temple, we go to same mosque. Okay? Would you believe what I have noticed? That we all could be going to the same mosque or same Gurdwara, but we will only shake hands with selective people. Not everybody. We will not greet everybody that, you know what? Hey, thanks, brother. You go to the same mosque I do. You know, it's just that we just get together, whatever it is.
No.
I mean, even though in a mosque and I've noticed in the Gurdwara also, there's a groupism.
No,
There's the groups over there.
Not only in religious centers. I've been here for 30 years in
Yeah.
America. When I go to different political events, social events,
Yes.
I see blacks and whites. All the blacks are sitting on
One corner.
one corner. Whites are sitting. They're not. They're seldom. I mean, there are a few, but they don't intermingle.
When people go to prison, they
can talk about it.
automatically segregate.
Yeah.
Segregate.
No, the thing is that we all can talk about it and all that good stuff.
Can I have like 30 seconds?
But the thing is that in reality, when we, we have to start on our own level. When we go to our church or our temple or Gurdwara or the mosque, try to get to know somebody that you don't know. You have been seeing that person.
Yes.
You have been seeing that person coming to the same church or that same Gurdwara or same mosque for many years, but we never shook hands with him. But we never said hello to him.
You wanna
I
say
just
something?
need 30 seconds from everybody. Everybody's talking.
Done.
I need to talk. First of all, Matt, can I shake your hand, please?
Matt, you want
Yes,
to-
sir. And the wonderful host and like my godfather, Mr. Sharpline.
Thank you.
All right, that's the way. And yours, sir, especially in the end, because I need to end on your note.
Thank you.
मैं इंडिया गया था 1992 में, ठीक है ना, तो मैं एक जगह से निकला था तो मुझे एक सिख मिला, तो he had like 2 कड़ास in his hand.
हाँ जी.
Okay? तो वो मुझसे थोड़ा बदतमीजी कर रहा था, उसने कड़ा जोर से खटखटाया, तो मुझसे कहता है दफा हो जाओ मेरे मुल्क से. उसी वक्त राजीव गांधी साहब की डेथ भी हुई थी, but I was not involved in it.
I was not in
I was
India at
told
that
them,
time.
मैं फिर बता रहा हूँ कितने
I don't
difficult
know.
चीज़ होती है. Anyway, to cut a long story short, तो मैं होटल आ गया, तो मेरे दोस्त ने बोला तुम्हें पता है ये सिख लोग ये बातें झूठी बातें हैं, ये लोगों ने फैलाई हैं, ठीक है. तो उसने बोला कि तुम्हें पता है ये जो कड़ा लगाते हैं हाथ पे जो टक टक करते हैं, तो अपने मदद मांगी है अपने गुरुजी से कि जब तक एक मुसलमान दुनिया में नहीं रहेगा तब तक हम ये कड़ा अपने हाथ से. अभी अंडरस्टैंडिंग की बात हो रही है, इसलिए मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ और हाथ मिला रहा हूँ आपका. मुझे बताएं क्या ये सच है?
That's the end of the
That
conversation.
is no. I have to answer that real quick. I have to answer.
30 seconds and we are.
The reason for the Quran in right hand is always remember that you are a Sikh and always must speak the truth.
Okay.
Can
It
I have
is
one
a-
too?
It is about
Can I have one
we
too?
ended already.
I need one too.
It is about
I want to
the-
wear that kada.
Yes.
Next week.
speak the
Thank you.
truth
Okay.
and stand
Always.
for the truth.
Well,
Always.
Stand for the truth.
audience, listener, viewer,
Thank
Sharp
you.
Kearney, good night. We had a good program. Next
Thank you.
week we'll be
Yeah,
here for
thank
another
you.
topic. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Very
Thank you,
honorable
thank you
guest.
for
Thank you,
being
Mr.
here. We're honored,
Producer.
actually.
And we had a good conversation. Thank
Yes,
you very
sir.
much.
Yes,
Chair,
sir.
we're going to continue this conversation.
Yes,
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Conversation
We got to
was-
wear